Hello, Libra. Okay, a quick kind of trigger warning. I don't know how this reading is going to go today, but some of the messages I was kind of getting overnight have led me down a bit of a weird path. So it's to do with the way we think about our sexuality and kind of the roles we play in society and society kind of covering things up. So there's a bit of tricky ground here to cover. So if you want to skip any of that, you can go down to the description box below where you'll find a timestamp and you can skip ahead straight to the reading. I don't know what's going to come out in the reading, obviously, but consider this your trigger warning. So we started off okay. The first song that I got through last night was by Shelton, and it was Nobody But You. And it's a collab with Gwen Stephani, but the line that was specifically coming through was Only You and God Are Here. Now I don't follow any specific religion, so take that as you will. I'm just relaying what came through. The next thing that I saw was fighting. So it looked like it was two men, and they were either fighting and one was on the ground, or they were wrestling. But it was just a glimpse of it. I barely saw it. Then I heard someone say, "I stubbed my toe." Again, I don't know what any of this means, so take it as you will. Then I was kind of right in deep sleep, and I wasn't awake enough to properly record anything that I was seeing. It's something to do with like getting advice from someone, I think. But someone was called Rachel. Then I got, I think these are both by Halsey. I got Young Gods and Gasoline. Then as I was waking up this morning, this is where it started to get a bit kind of disturbing, and I'm not too happy with it, but I could see like someone typing into a search engine, and it was a blue background and it was white writing, and they were typing in Laura Dollhouse, but Dollhouse was spelt with a Y. Now when I googled that, I was a bit uncomfortable with what the search results came up with. I don't recommend googling it, but I kind of debated whether I wanted to mention this or not, but I feel like I've got to say what comes through, that like I'm being shown things for a reason. There was a bit of a discussion last week about a gamer who let's say he had a preference for a certain type of woman, and he was very disrespectful, and I feel like this is along the same kind of lines, so take that as you will. Then I saw, now I don't actually own this tarot deck, and I had to Google it. I had to go and find the image because I've seen it before in other people's readings, and it's an image of like a family of penguins. So I didn't know what the card was. I thought it might have meant like happy families or something. So I went and Googled it, and it turned out it was from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and it was the soulmate card, penguin soulmates. So somebody else may watch other readings and have seen that card, so that might be significant to you somehow. It's very conflicting messages coming through. I'm quite confused. Then I was sort of thinking about that Laura Dollhouse message, and I kept on getting "I Don't Want to Be You Anymore" by Billie Eilish. Specifically the lines, "Don't be that way, fall apart twice a day," and something like "wearing that dress makes you a So I don't want to say that word on YouTube, even though that song is on YouTube and you can go and Google it and hear the word. I don't feel comfortable saying it in my video, but yeah, wearing that dress makes you a bleep. So what I'm kind of getting from this is, one, with "don't be that way, fall apart twice a day," there's something to do with emotional abuse here, where if someone was being abused, if someone was being treated badly, the person who's doing the abuse is kind of saying, "Oh, it's your fault, you're over emotional, you're taking it seriously when I'm just joking," that kind of thing. It's not nice. And also this concept of victim blaming. Wearing that dress makes you a bad word. It doesn't. Wearing what you can wear whatever you like. That does not correlate. Well, it doesn't necessarily make you a certain thing because you dress a certain way, is what I'm trying to say. And perhaps people have been told certain things throughout the childhood. They're told that, oh, you have to, you can't wear short skirts, you can't wear anything revealing because, you know, that makes you a certain type of person. No, it doesn't. Your core, what's in your core, what's in your heart, that's the type of person you are. Okay, so somebody needs to hear this, I feel. The image you project to the world, you know, people should get to know you. They shouldn't treat you on a surface level based on whether you've got a pink gamer girl hair or you've got, I don't know, you know, you look a certain way. That's not okay to treat people that way. So I was led to think about Belle Delphine, and she is very sexually open, let's say. You know, she uses sex as part of her business. But that doesn't make her a certain thing. And I think some of you may have watched the kind of news around her of people being quite entitled towards certain things. It's like, well, I've paid you money on Patreon, therefore you owe me certain things. And she doesn't. She does not. She doesn't owe you anything. So I quite like her, and I quite like the way that she plays with people a certain amount, because she plays with those expectations, and she's her own person and she doesn't owe anyone anything, and I think she knows that. And also I quite like that she laughs these things off. If you watch a comeback video, she kind of laughs things off, the things that she's been accused by, and I think that's quite a strong thing to do, especially in regards to female sexuality, when throughout history women have been told, you know, you should be seen and not heard. That's kind of a line as well that I was getting from that I Don't Want to Be You Anymore by Billie Eilish. Show never tell, which, you know, you could take that as show never tell. Very, very disturbing, very disturbing. I don't know why this has come through. I'm not very comfortable talking about it. I didn't want to talk about it, but I feel like the message has come through for a reason and I'm supposed to say it. There you go. Take it as you will. Yeah, and also this kind of, if you were talking on a kind of a societal level, an institution level, where the abuses of power keep the voices of people down. So if you look at, you know, things that have happened in the church, unfortunately, and I'm not saying this is the whole organisation of the church, but certain people within certain structures, or the government abusing the power, you know, it doesn't mean the whole thing has to be thrown out, but it does mean that where people do abuse the power, we need to be able to see that. We need to be able to see that person's victim blaming. So, you know, if someone, that kind of, if someone has been attacked, then saying, oh, well, it's her fault for wearing a short skirt, she led me on. No, you shouldn't have attacked her. Okay, so that you, like, be very aware of people switching the blame. So if someone's done something wrong, people switching the blame onto the victim, and trying to discredit them. So people could be saying now, if I was saying something important, people could be saying, oh, she's mad, look at her, she's reading tarot cards, thinks she's talking to spirit, she's clearly insane. No, I'm not insane, actually. I'm perfectly sane, you know, within reason. There's a bit of evidence to the contrary. But, you know, if I was in Victorian England, I probably would have been locked away if I said something that was controversial or that threatened certain power establishments. So it's a warning. And I don't know if something's going to come up in the news. It may be something to do with the Me Too movement, maybe something to do with like Jeffrey Epstein. But be aware that there will be people trying to discredit the victims, and you should hear them out. Okay? Right, okay, speech over. I'm sorry, that was a very dark introduction, and I'm a Libra as well, so I'm a bit annoyed that my reading's been hijacked by... You know, I want a nice reading. I want people falling in love. I want Romeo and Juliet. I want... Well, that had a tragic ending too. I want happily ever after. I want a Cinderella story. But unfortunately, the world isn't all sunshine and rainbows, and we do have to talk about things where we have to go to the dark places. We have to see them for what they are, and we have to shine a light on them. So there we go. That's my speech, and I'm sorry that took it. I'm sorry that this is a heavy one today. Rightio. Right, I just took a second there to to sort of cleanse myself of all that negative energy there before going into your reading today, Libra. So I'm going to start with an overall energy for your reading, an overall theme for your reading from the Archetypes deck by Kim Kranz. So can we get a card, please, for Libra? What's going on for Libra right now? Can I get an overall energy for Libra, please? The cards are surprisingly calm, considering. I think the cards are on a mission today. They know that the mood's quite serious. Okay, something flipped. I'll just show you how it did it. So there we go. And yeah, okay, we're going into the dark. Follow me into the dark. Take a piece of my heart. We've got the shadow. What I'm noticing... Okay, this is interesting. So this is kind of like yin yang. So you've got the kind of white colour and the darker colour, and together they make something new in between. So this is they showed me the soulmates card before I started the reading. So this is like two people coming together to find something new. So the light and the dark coming together to find a new space. There's things in the shadows. It's like you need to shine a light on the shadows. Things need to be revealed. Yeah, two forces coming together to create something new, the light and the dark. It can be within yourself, so the light and the dark within yourself, trying to find this balanced middle ground, this new strength. If you are only seeing one or the other, then you're not seeing the whole picture. If you're seeing a situation as black and white, if you're seeing a situation as it's either this or that, that's not how life works. That is never how life works. That's an oversimplification of problems in the world. So you have to be able to see both sides to be able to get a clear picture, to get the full story. So this, again, I was going back to these kind of institutions. So if you look at newspapers, the way newspapers cover a story, you could look at something like the refugee crisis from a few years back. You could read a left-wing newspaper like The Guardian, and they are very, very sympathetic. They highlight the cause of the refugees. But you could go to a right-wing newspaper and they would have scare stories trying to turn people's opinions against the refugees. Now, both sides are leaving something out there. Both sides have an agenda, and they're trying to push their agenda. Okay, so if you listen to one side or another, you're going to have a unbalanced opinion. You're going to have a blinkered opinion. You're not going to see the full story. Whether you think your side is right or wrong, doesn't matter. You're blinkered. You have to go and read both newspapers and find the middle ground. You have to read between the lines. This is the space between the lines. You have to say, what's their agenda? Why are they telling me this? Why is this newspaper telling me this? And why is this newspaper telling me this? What are they not telling me? Where is the shadow? Because the shadow is probably where the truth lies. This is a deep reading. Why? This, do you know, the last week doing these spreads, I've had such deep readings. Yeah, I'm meant to be doing this for fun, and we're getting into like properly heavy stuff here. So can I get an energy, please, for Libra? What do you need to tell me? And it's Libra, you're the sign of balance as well. You're the sign that can see both sides. Okay, here we go. So what have we got for Libra? The dragonfly. The dragonfly is very, very, very strong. You know, it has dragon energy and it has flight energy. It's a transformative energy. I think dragonflies are born in water, aren't they? Are they born in like kind of quite swampy water? And they emerge and they become this, it's almost like a butterfly, this kind of very colourful, iridescent, beautiful creature, but it has a sting. So if you're talking about the butterfly is quite a gentle energy, transformative, positive, beautiful, evolution energy, where, excuse me, the dragonfly has a purpose. The dragonfly is also very, very beautiful. They've also transformed, but they are not to be messed with. They will sting you. Very, very, very strong energy coming from this today. And I'm also drawn to the triangular shape behind it and the kind of diamond shapes here on this card. I feel like the dragonfly has a purpose. Why do I feel called out by this reading? I was sat there going, I don't know if I should talk about the things that I've seen today. I don't know if I should talk about the messages that have been coming through because they feel very dark and heavy. I don't want to get myself in trouble, quite frankly. But you have a purpose, Libra. Okay, let's get some tea leaf cards to find out more about what's going on with your personal situation. So please can I get some tea leaf cards for Libra? Okay, thank you. So that's the deck I used. I'll move this one closer to me so I don't get them mixed up. I get them mixed up a lot. Boat. Money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Congratulations. Well, not if it's an inheritance because that means you've suffered a loss. But money coming your way. Interesting. I've been getting that message a lot actually. This inheritance. I have been getting that message very, very often in my readings recently. I'm still waiting to see it. It may take some time to come through. Yeah, but it's... I don't know. I think most people, if you said, would you rather have the person or the money, they'd say the person. Yeah. Okay. Boat as well. The boat is, in the tarot, the boat would be a card about... it would be on the Six of Swords, and that would be a card about moving on to calmer waters. This kind of also could be like a Viking funeral pyre. The sun rising, being led. It's almost like you know those fish that have the light and they lure people in. I don't know why I'm seeing it like that, but I am. Nostalgia I'm getting from this card with the purples. Okay. I definitely need to get more on that. I'm getting a few different roots with that card. Tulip, great passion. What are tulips associated with? Friends in the Netherlands, what are tulips associated with? It says great passion. Were tulips very rare at one point? Were tulips very prized? And that's why the Netherlands kind of invested in the flower so heavily. They are a beautiful flower. Great passion, tulip, great passion. Boat. Is someone taking a boat journey to the Netherlands? Should I go to the Netherlands? Yes, I want to go and see my friends. Okay, let's get some more cards. This deck's more chatty than the first deck I shuffled. Whoa, got loads of cards. Whoa. Right, so let's go with the one that came upright. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. And I did point out that sunrise there as well. So something ending, an inheritance coming through, which leads to a new start in Holland. The Netherlands, sorry. Moon, sun and moon, changes in your life. Okay. So yeah, I'm picking up on yin yang energy a lot here with this card and the sun and the moon. And that song, it's not sun and moon. I'm the sun and the air. I'm the child and I'm going to inherit. Sun and air, but also sun and air that you breathe. The sun and air that you breathe, or child and inheritance. Like, yeah, there's definitely something going on here. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start, changes in your life. The moon can be things that are hidden from you at the moment, things that are secret, things that you don't know yet. But the sun comes to illuminate the things that are hidden by the moon. So anything that has been hidden is going to become clear to you. So this may be a new start, something new that's coming in your life, but you're not aware of it yet. Also, yeah, the two circles I'm drawn to as well. Definitely yin-yang energy there. Boots. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So if you're working on something, if you're working on a new creative venture, if you're working on something that you want to, that you hope will lead you somewhere, you have to buckle down, you have to put more work in. It's a cowboy boot. It's I'm drawn to that kind of design on it. Put the boot down. Do you have to put your foot down? Someone might have to put the foot down. Chain. chain of events that will affect your life. This is what I was saying. You may not be aware of this yet. This maybe is coming in for you. It's like a domino effect and it's also global. I think there's this distance here. A chain of events like a domino effect where something will happen which will affect something else, which will affect something else. It may affect multiple people, and you may not even be aware of it yet. The dominoes may have only just been pushed, and you're right at the other end. Oh, that's really exciting. So interesting. Clouds, temporary problems. Yeah, the boat moves away from problems, and I feel like the moon and the clouds and the sunrise. There's a lot of sky here. Was I saying something about the sky with the dragonfly card about flying up into the sky? Somebody may be taking a flight with this card and all the kind of astral bodies here. Someone may be actually flying somewhere. Obviously when the restrictions are lifted. Temporary problems, but I feel like the chain is, the dominoes have been pushed. Things are going to clear up for you. Things will be revealed. New opportunities will come along. You've got this great passion here as well. We'll put that with that. Ink pot, problems to be resolved. Yeah. So what are the problems? Let's find out what these problems are. Okay, can we get more information on these problems, please, for Leo? Leo? Why did I say Leo? Libra. Money. You don't have enough money. Probably money, or someone's over-emotional, one or the other. Somebody could be over-emotional. You might need to get help from your friends. Somebody's swimming in the wrong direction. All these other fish are swimming this way, but this one's swimming in the other direction. Now that doesn't mean that direction is wrong. That one could be right for you, but you may feel like you're the black sheep. You're not part of the crowd. You're going against the grain with something. These fish are high up near the surface where the light is, so they may feel that their direction is right. You've gone deeper. You've gone down a level. So it's this light and dark. You've gone down quite deep into the depths. You're exploring new things. I think maybe you're exploring places that are quite dark. But I think you're built for it. You're able to go deeper. You're able to go darker than perhaps the average person can go. And that doesn't mean you're a dark person. That doesn't mean that you are a bad person. It just means that you are exploring things that nobody else is able to explore. It's sort of like, if I associate this with why I like Shakespeare tragedies, it opens you to emotions that you wouldn't normally feel. So just because I watch Romeo and Juliet, where a terrible thing happens at the end, that doesn't mean I'm endorsing that terrible thing. I'm watching it because it makes me feel something. It's cathartic. It opens up a range of emotions that I couldn't normally explore within myself. Just because someone goes to a dark place, it doesn't mean they're a dark person. Okay, interesting messages coming through there. King of Pentacles. So this could be you, this could be someone else. The King of Pentacles is someone who is quite grounded. They could be an earth sign. They are good at dealing with the kind of material things in life, the tangible things. They're the providers, they're the sustainers of the zodiac. They could be someone who's a career orientated person, someone who works hard, someone who puts bread on the table, someone very, very grounded, stable. With it being in the reverse, though, this person could be the opposite of those things. They could be greedy. Someone could be greedy here. Someone could be unwilling to share, clinging to tangible things, clinging to money. The fish have a depth of emotion as well. They are a card about abundance, so this can literally mean like this inheritance coming in, but it's not here yet. It's taking time. There's been some kind of blockage or delay. Rainbow fish as well. They kind of look like rainbow fish. Rainbows are associated with people passing on. Okay. Let's find out more. Why are these fish here, please, for Libra? Tell me more about why the fish are here for Libra. Can you tell me more about the fish, please, for Libra? Thank you. Expectation. Someone's expecting something. You might be expecting money to come in. You might be expecting this new venture to come in. It's like waiting, watching, waiting. 2 and 8 add up to 10. 10s are about endings and new beginnings. Perhaps perhaps you know that this is coming in for you. Perhaps you can intuitively feel this chain of events. Perhaps you feel it in your heart space that is it a ball is in motion? The ball is rolling. You know that something's coming in for you, but you don't know when it's coming in. You don't know how it's going to come in. You just feel it. You're watching these fish. Could be that you're waiting for a King of Pentacles. Right, okay. So yeah, it could be a work offer. King of Pentacles can be a boss, someone at work. Tell me more about the situation for Libra, please. Okay, these cards are being tricky. I think these cards are being kind of secretive. 8 of Swords. I think this came out in the reverse, but upright, this is a card about feeling trapped, mentally trapped, wanting to take this new opportunity, wanting to go, wanting to move forward, but you don't see how. You don't know how you can move. You're blindfolded. You're not seeing the path yet. You're not seeing the way. We've got this moon card here, which is things that are hidden. Trapped in your own thoughts mentally, overthinking things, not knowing which direction to take, knowing that you need to do something, knowing that you need to move, but not knowing how to move. Not knowing the best course of action to take. With it being in the reverse, it could be that, and with having the sun here, it could be that things are about to come clear for you, or that you be wary of falling on your own sword. It could be that someone is actually trapped. Normally the 8 of Swords is a card of feeling like you're trapped mentally, not seeing the way, but if you just take off the blindfold, or if you just take a few steps forward, you'll be free. This could mean that somebody is literally trapped. They can't be freed, they can't move. 2 of Pentacles, indecision, balancing, juggling. This card as well, the 2 of Pentacles are represented by a bike. One pentacle is a lot bigger than the other, so I feel like this represents the pentacle that you want to take, the option you want to take. She's moving towards this sunlight coming in, breaking through the clouds. We have the clouds there. Where have they gone? Where's the cloud card gone? Wait, what? Oh, there it is. I thought it just literally vanished. Temporary problems, the clouds, the moon, not seeing things properly, using your intuition, knowing that the dawn is breaking, not knowing when, not knowing how, not being able to get there. She's trying to pedal towards this sunlight coming through, but she's pedaling through this water. So it's almost like those dreams where you're running and you're running through mud, and you're trying so hard. It's like all your energy to try and move to get to where you need to go, but you can't because you're so bogged down, probably by emotions, with it being water. You've got the infinity symbol here as well. So again, this kind of, we saw the soulmate card, we've got the yin yang, the infinity symbol. So this could be soulmates, a soulmate relationship. It's like she's really struggling. She's really struggling to move. She can't move. She's trapped. Okay, great energy there, Libra. Okay, so why is Libra trapped? Why is Libra trapped, please? Can you tell me more about why Libra's trapped? Whoa. 4 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. I feel sick all of a sudden. I feel really sick. The 4 of Cups is about disappointment, refusing to accept an offer. If someone's making an offer to you, you're not taking it, or you're making an offer to someone else who's not taking it. Disappointment. Yeah, refusing to take an offer. An offer of some kind of relationship. It could be a business relationship. Three of Cups is a card about celebration, about getting together with friends. It's my gossip card. It can mean gossip for me. So not taking an offer because you're scared of what the community will say. You're not taking an offer because you're scared of gossip. Not taking an offer that could lead to to feeling like you found your soul tribe with the soulmate energy. Yeah, no, that's what I'm getting. I think that's what it is. So unable, feeling very, very stuck, unable to take an offer that will lead to your feeling like you found your soul tribe, feeling like you found your community, feeling like you found your people. God, this is frustrating. And the Seven of Cups is on the bottom as well. So again, it's that kind of feeling of not knowing how to move, not knowing which choice to make, not knowing what to do there. Right, okay, so let's go to, whoops. Okay, so the King of Cups just jumped off and hid. I'm going to take it because that was an unusual thing to happen. So the King of Cups, we've got the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and I was talking about someone going really deep into their emotions. The King of Cups is the person in the tarot who will have the deepest emotions. May not always reveal it because they have so much emotional control. So the kings are quite withdrawn, not withdrawn, the kings are quite reserved. They have the depth, they have all the experience, they have, he's got this whole ocean behind him. Oh my god, and there's dolphins as well. Dolphins to me symbolize the goddess Venus, which is the goddess of love. It's two dolphins, so again we've got this soulmate energy. Is there a King of Cups there for you, Libra? Do you even know? Because he tried to hide. Are you expecting this King of Cups to come in for you? And then on the bottom of the deck as well, we have the Ace of Wands, and it could be this creative idea, this new venture, new creative project, passionate new creative projects. And we've got the butterfly as well. I was talking about the dragonfly and the butterfly, having experienced a change. At the 10 here, experience a change, a new cycle coming in for you. The sunrise as well. The sun is rising upon this new venture. The red ribbon representing fate or a bond. Something's blossoming. Okay, I didn't even shuffle that and I'm getting all these cards. So I don't feel like that's a message for everybody. That's a side message for someone because of the way those cards came out. They didn't come out this sort of the standard way. So let's get a card for your heart space, please, Libra. Can we get a card for Libra's heart space? What are they feeling emotionally right now? Okay. Oh, interesting. I think. Let's have a look. What was it? Yes, it was the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is here as well. This may be the same energy. This might be the same person. And you've got the Queen of Swords on the bottom as well. The Kings and Queens now. Game of Thrones, guys. Game of Thrones. So the King of Pentacles came out here with the King of Diamonds. The King of Diamonds is the King of Pentacles if you translate it. I think it might be the same person because this King of Pentacles is in the water. He's in the emotions. Excuse me. The King of Cups is also a very emotional person. He has emotional control. The King of Pentacles is again this kind of, it could be a boss. It could be someone in the home. It could be a husband. It could be a father. It's someone could be a father, someone's dad, the provider of the house. But it's a really positive energy. It's someone who provides, but also provides. They provide financially and they provide emotional support. Very, very, very nice energy. This could be a person around you. Really good energy. If this is someone around you, then their intentions are really good. They can provide, if you need support, they can provide whatever kind of support you need, and they will do if they feel that it's warranted. You know, they've got a lot of abundance, emotional and wealth abundance. They can provide what, you know, they'll look after you. I'm getting they'll look after you. This could be you looking after someone else, making an offer to someone else. The offer's not being taken though because someone feels really trapped, or the offer's not being made because someone feels really trapped. It could be two different people. Perhaps you feel trapped by one person, but there's this other person here for you. Perhaps there's two King of Pentacles. Obviously, take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. I'm just saying whatever's coming through, whatever I'm seeing. And this is your heart space. This is in your heart. Okay. And we had that. I saw that penguin card as well. I've not even got the tarot deck. I can't even show you. But if you go and look up the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, penguins. Okay. Again, I wasn't even asking questions then. This is meant to be for the thought space. I've switched decks. I was using the Tarot of the Haunted House last week, but I didn't feel like it was right to use it for this reading. I felt like I needed to switch decks, and the Gilded Tarot felt like the one to use. The Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So there's a Knight of Wands here, someone who's very, very passionate, someone who wants to come riding in. Yeah. The Knight of Wands, they go for what they want. They're a go-getter. They are passionate. They're they just will go and get whatever they want. Creative, passionate, heated. But they're feeling really burdened by something. The Ten of Wands feeling very, very burdened, and we've got the these deer in the background as well. This to me is the Emperor, represents the Emperor card in the tarot. Again, it could be a father, it could be a boss. It's a very, very stable, grounded person. Might be a little bit bossy, a little bit stubborn. But you've got two as well. So this could be a father and son. We did have the two different kings there. Could be father and son. Could be two different masculines. One's greater than the other though, with one being larger than the other. Got the moon there as well, which was a message. But there's someone's feeling very, very burdened. Is someone feeling burdened by a relationship with a father, a relationship with a boss? Okay. Can you tell me more about this Knight of Wands, please, Libra? Thank you. Okay, so oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Do you know, I don't know why it still shocks me. I love it when that happens. Because I was saying that with the deer here, with the elks, I was saying about them symbolizing the Emperor for me, and then the Emperor card comes out. So yeah, you're right. It's the Emperor, it's the boss, it's the dad, it's the CEO of the company, it's the very, 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 very stable. Could be Aries, Taurus, an earth sign, doesn't have to be. Probably is it's a masculine energy. It probably is a male in your life. It could be you if you identify as the masculine energy in this reading. It makes perfect sense with, like, I feel like there's an offer being made by an emperor here, an offer being made by a boss, somebody who is it's kind of like the emperor's kind of the best you can get. I'm not gonna lie. The Emperor is he's all four kings of the tarot, so he is the King of Pentacles. It's almost like confirming for me, yeah, this is probably the same energy, because he is the King of Pentacles, he's the King of Cups, he's the King of Wands, he's the King of Swords. So he represents everything. He's like he's someone who's learned all the lessons in life. He exhibits all the different energies. Like best you can get in kind of like the 3D grounded reality. But again, he can be a little bit bossy, he can be a little bit authoritarian. Okay, sorry for the small interruption there. Okay, I'm getting 2 more messages again. So one of them is from the start of the reading about the shadow side, about authority. This can be an authority figure. He is in the upright. He's not in the reverse. If he was in the reverse, this would be someone who's abusing their power. He's not abusing his power. He's in the upright. But I did have this message through about authority and victim blaming, and looking at 2 sides of a story, having to understand that things aren't black and white. There's a lot of grey areas. Just being understanding of different people and seeing the bigger picture before you start going on a witch hunt. That's a message for some of you. The other message that's coming through, now I forgot about this, I forgot to mention it at the start of the reading. I burn joss sticks when I'm doing my reading, and sometimes I do 1 and sometimes I do 2. I was doing 2 today because the first one that I pulled out was too short to fit into the holder. The holder wouldn't support it without it actually burning the holder. So I wasn't able to burn that one on its own. So I used another one, and I actually sellotaped them together so that the longer one was able to support the smaller one. There's an emperor here for some of you. It could be a father figure, it could be a boss, it could be a love interest who's it's an impressive energy. And this person wants to bring in an offer to you. There's an offer being made, but there are some problems, there's some clouds, there's some obstacles to overcome, but there's a chain of events in motion which is going to bring light into a situation, and I feel like this person is going to come in to support someone. So this could be you, if you identify as this emperor energy, offering to support someone else, a new creative venture perhaps, trying to get someone who's stuck unstuck. Or this could be something coming in towards you, so be on the lookout. It can take time, it's a chain of events. Don't expect to wake up and it to be there tomorrow, an offer on your doorstep. That's not how this works, and things can change, but the wheels are in motion. That's the word I was trying to get before. The wheels are in motion, the cogs are turning, the dominoes are falling, something at the moment is coming your way, but you probably can't see it. Be on the lookout, be ready. Okay, we're going to go to the oh my god, as well, the underlying cards at the moment. So in the underlying is all tied up, and I was saying about this person feeling very, very trapped. They're unable to move. It's almost like, come and help me. It's like Rapunzel in the tower kind of thing. I'm going to take that card because that might be a message for some of us. We did have the Ace of Swords, feeling trapped, and then the underlying we've got 11 and cornucopia as well. The 11s are they turn into a 2. That's union energy. I do feel like there's a relationship here for some of you, and it looks like it's a soulmate relationship. I did see that penguin card. We have the shadow with the yin yang symbol. Yeah. So can I get another advice card, please, for Libra? Thank you. Oh my god, guys! Thank you, Libra. Thank you for being this. Thank you for being this energy. Caring connection. Just as I'm talking about the number 11 being like a relationship, we've got caring connection. So let's read these 2. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be. There's a lot of father energy here, boss energy. It could be any kind of relationship, but someone's looking after you, someone's trying to help. 23. Let's read tied up first. I do feel like someone's stuck. The card before that's yin yang as well. 22 is yin yang. All tied up. Okay. Oh my, it's exactly what I was saying. It's exactly what I was saying with these 2 cards. Lack of motion or sense of personal freedom. Upright. This card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrists, body and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. She's trying to pedal through this water, but she's so stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward, or it may be that Technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. Yeah, I was getting this oppressive energy. Like, yeah, that makes sense. If this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, basically the same thing. Okay, so 14. Okay. Feeling soppy already. Why are you doing this to me, Libra? Caring connections, friendship, partnership of two, possible love. This card shows a couple in a tender embrace with a woman holding the blossoms of new love. Like the community card, this reveals a like the community card, and didn't I say about the community down here as well? This, all right. Like the community card, this reveals a caring connection, but usually between two people only. The card upright signals the beginning or a deepening of a kindred spirit friendship, or even the appearance of a new love. It can also signify a formal business partnership. So again, exactly what I was saying throughout the whole reading. When this card appears, be on the lookout for a new connection presenting themselves. New connections why can't I speak again? This is like a thing that keeps happening in my readings. It's like somebody wants to confess how they feel, but they can't speak. They can't find the words. When this card appears, be on the lookout for new connections presenting themselves. The relationships you already share may become more intimate, purposeful, or present at this time. Notice the opportunities to forge new or deeper bonds. There may be a tender karmic connection at hand. Oh my goodness, that is so lovely. So again, I saw that soulmate card. It's not even a deck that I own, and I saw the soulmate card, the penguins, and now like look at your reading. Look at what's come out. Yeah, there's a soulmate connection here, and it's a caring, positive soulmate connection to kindred spirits. My heart just pulled as well. I think any problems are going to be resolved. I feel like the universe has got you back. They can see that it's almost like a fated relationship coming in. So it says that it may be someone you already know. It might not necessarily be an entirely new relationship, but it can kind of be like an upgrade to an existing relationship that brings you two closer together. It doesn't have to be love. It can be a business relationship. It can be a family connection, friends. But be on the lookout for it, because if this person is coming towards you, where's the other card? There. If this person's coming towards you, and with that Ace of Wands there as well, there's a lot of passion, a lot of love. It's very, very stable. It's you may have this person on a pedestal. Yeah, and but they might be a bit deep in their emotions now. They may be in the dark side at the moment. They may be working through a few things right now. And I feel like this is the other person. So you might be that person or this person. I don't know. You can switch roles around as necessary, but this person is waiting for this person. And look, the fish is moving towards her. Big fish in a small pond. Big fish in a small pond. It's like, it may be you, or it may be this other person who's taken a new job or a new opportunity. Big fish in a small pond. They're ready to jump into a bigger pond. Wow, random message there at the end. Okay, I think that's everything. Is that everything? Anything else you want to tell me? No, I think we're good. Right, Libra, cool reading. Take care. I hope that comes in for you soon, because that looks brilliant. Okay, Libra. Bye. Okay. Hi again. I was going, but now I'm back because just as I was going to start clearing everything away and preparing to upload the video, I put Spotify on, and the first song that came on was Sale of the Century. I feel like someone feels like this person's the sale of the century, you know, like it's like can't believe you look kind of thing. I don't know, I just found it funny and I just wanted to mention it. Okay, take care. Bye bye.